Well, good morning. It is a stereotypically cool, drizzly Seattle fall morning here. And yesterday, my mom and I went to H Mart and I bought a container of hogakjuk, which is pumpkin porridge, which is there any more fall breakfast than this? No, there is not. So I have that and a nice cup of coffee. And Lisa's live stream is going to start in 4 minutes. And when I planned this particular work week, I planned for today, Wednesday, to be all about my thriller completely. No client work, no other stuff. This is going to be all about my book. And I have the lofty goal of finishing a complete synopsis of the book. I wouldn't say I have half of it. I have like a solid Act 1 and a very loose Act 2A. So I need to develop that a little bit more. And then I want to try to write a synopsis of Act 2B and Act 3 today. Maybe not all on the live stream, but by the end of the day. So that's today's goal. Let's get to it. Alright, I'm Michelle Schusterman. I'm a middle grade and young adult author, although today I will be working on my adult thriller. And my channel is Writing Workshops, Traditional Publishing, and Writing Workshops.
Switch those fingers, get your water bottle, make sure you're right side right into the floor. Here we go. 3.
This is actually going really well so far. I am plowing through Act 2 and kind of enjoying that spontaneous feeling like that I think is the reason why people who like pantsing enjoy pantsing their first drafts. But that's how I feel while I'm writing the synopsis. I just keep getting her into trouble and then trying to figure out what she would do next to get herself out of it. 2 things that I've had to Google so far today are how do you hide from a search and rescue dog or like a police dog, a dog that is trained to sniff you out? What are some ways that you can hide? And also, and I don't know exactly how to phrase this in Google, so I'm not getting the answers I need yet, but I know churches are always open and I know you are always welcome to like go into a chapel and just sit if you want to. But is there always someone who works at the church present? Do churches ever just sit completely empty and open, or is there always someone there? If you know this, please let me know in the comments below. And if you have any tips on how to hide from search and rescue dogs, leave those in the comments below as well. So we're finishing up with our second sprint. We're having a really fun chat today, by the way. I also stream this every Wednesday, and I will link it up here if you want to catch up on what we talked about. If you ever want to attend, it's at time zone differences, Wednesdays at 11 Central Time? No, 11 Eastern Time. We do it every week, so we would love to have you join us. But yeah, let me know about the church and the dogs, and we'll get back to writing. Alright, it took a little bit of a push later in the afternoon, but I did finish a synopsis. Now, I will say this. Act 1 synopsis is it's like 2 or 3 pages, pretty detailed. Act 2, same. I feel solid about that. After the midpoint, about half of that part of the Act 2B is pretty detailed, and then it's like a paragraph summary, and then Act 3 is like a 2-paragraph summary. It's just everything's there, but the first, like the more thought out parts, I tie things together, like I see where the transitions are gonna be. Still need to do that work at the end, but it's all there. It's all there. I have a synopsis. I forgot to actually look at the total page count, but I think it's like 6 or 7 pages, which is pretty detailed. So I'm gonna clean that up and I'm gonna paste it into the doc that I'm sharing with my accountability partner so she can read it and help me brainstorm some things, because there's some stuff where I'm like, yeah, I have no idea how to get her from this point to this point, if that makes sense. But I feel pretty good about it. I actually had a really big brainstorm this morning about kind of her low point, dark night of the soul, whatever you want to call it. And I'm excited about that scene. It's gonna actually let me dig into some of my own biggest fears and write about it, which can be cathartic and fun in a way. So very, like, really happy with how much I got done on this book today. Definitely thinking I'm going to be ready to start writing on November 1st with all you NaNoWriMers. And one other thing I wanted to mention is I put out a call both on my community tab and on my Substack yesterday. I want to start doing my weekly newsletter again. I have been totally neglecting it, and it's not because I don't want to write the newsletter, but it's because I like writing about certain topics, but I'm just, every Saturday when I see it's on my calendar to do that newsletter, I'm like, I don't know what to write about, and I just blow it off. And then I realized, I mean, I want to write about things you guys are interested in, so I might as well just make it a Q&A. So if you respond on the community tab, or if you are over on Substack and you respond to that note, I'm just going to start collecting all of those questions and answering, let's say, maybe like 3 or so in every newsletter every week. So please ask away. I would love to hear from you. And oh, one more thing. I keep forgetting to mention this, but next Tuesday, my next book is out. What'll I Do Without You will be out in bookstores. So if you have not pre-ordered that and you would like to pre-order that, I will leave a link for you down below, and it would be very much appreciated. I actually got a surprise that should not have been a surprise. My most recent royalty statement from Scholastic came in a few days ago, and I forgot, even though I knew this with my other half, somehow I forgot that because it's in the catalog for this fall, and because sales are not reported, it's not like the number of kids buying the books, but the schools buying the books in bulk, like those are the sales. I already have numbers for What'll I Do Without You, and they were really, really good. It's doing almost as well as my other half already, and it's not even out in bookstores yet. So that was like, I mean, that was such a huge surprise. It was just so appreciated. Like, thank you, Scholastic. Thank you so much. And also makes me feel really good about going out on submission this week, because I told my agent, and we are including these numbers in my, in my pitch, in my, what's the word? Not proposal, submission. And it just, because I don't think clubs and fairs numbers are numbers that acquisitions teams access when they look at BookScan, when they're checking out an author's previous sales. And my agent and I agree, we want to make sure they know, hey, the sales on her last 3 books are actually pretty good. So that makes me feel good going into this. So that's gonna be it for this vlog. I know it was kind of a short one, but trying to get back into the regular swing of things. So let me know how your projects are going down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.